Hi guys, please take some time to look over these cards and pick either 1, 2, 3 or 4, so you can pause this video if you need some more time, and then I will tell you your group and reveal your message. Hi Group 1, this is your reading for September, October, November, yeah, that's it, for autumn. So you have 9 of Cups to begin with. 9 of Cups is really interesting. This is saying that you kind of need to take some time to express gratitude in the autumn or in the fall for the Americans. This is about, knowing that everything that you've worked hard for has come towards you and is coming towards you as well. This is about watering the plants, as it were, growing and really changing things and kind of appreciating what you have because, with everything going on in the world, it's quite temporary, okay? So it's kind of just taking stock of everything you have, kind of looking around at your chickens, as it were, and expressing gratitude, but also kind of enjoying yourself, treating yourself, knowing that everything in your life right now is balanced, okay? It's really got a nice foundation, but things are always going to be balanced for you in autumn. So things will go well for you in autumn and things will kind of express themselves in kind of fulfilled manifestations and wishes. It's kind of like the wish card. But this is also about, just really being thankful for those around you as well, especially, like I say, in times like this. You then got the Priestess card. Priestess is like someone who's very, very knowledgeable. So, you might be learning a lesson, you might be teaching a lesson to somebody. This is kind of using existing knowledge as well to further yourself. So maybe you will be teaching somebody something, maybe utilizing some knowledge that you've already got to get closer to, something that you might be able to feel grateful for. But this is also about that your intuition is going to be very high in autumn. Halloween's kind of witchy, but intuition is going to be super, super high for you in autumn. And you're going to be kind of seeing things much more than you ever did. So gaining some clarity, feeling gratitude, and then kind of gaining the clarity that comes from that. When we experience gratitude, when we express it, when we use manifestation or attraction, we often start to see things more than we used to. We kind of have that epiphany and we think, wow, I can see things, I can use this knowledge that I have to be able to make my life better. And I think that you're going to be doing that. So that's kind of a really nice positive stance for your autumn. But to kind of move on to more introspective things as well for autumn, you're going to be working through some fears. New Moon in Scorpio, water energy, so emotional. Cups is also water energy as well, so some watery emotional energy. So you're going to be going through kind of a plethora of emotions in autumn, working through fears. So this could be fears that you have about what's going to happen in autumn. This could be fears that you have about the year, about next year, about... I think this is actually going to be fears about things that you're doing now and whether they're going to actually pay off. And I think there's a lot of that in the spread about kind of planting seeds and not knowing if they're going to grow. And you could be having some money worries for a lot of you. This could be money worries, but this could also be the fact that you don't really feel supported. You fear not feeling supported in something in your life. Maybe for some of you, you worry you're never going to have a relationship, which you will. For others, fearing that, maybe you don't have enough friends to kind of support you or something. For others, it could be, I don't have enough resources to make this thing work, to make this business go off the ground, to support this project, that kind of thing. So for quite a lot of you, there's going to be some working through the fears that you have in your life. And moving on, you've got Knight of Ariel, and this is a really nice understanding, kind of trustworthy card. Again, this is about planting the seeds, planting the crops, and this is about money, but this is also about kind of cultivating and growing relationships. And it says here, there's so much to accomplish, make a very detailed plan, and being watched over by someone kind. So I always pick these cards randomly, so it's really nice that they always link. Making a detailed plan, again, when you work through your fears, you kind of have to make a plan as to why you work through these fears. For some of you who are much more spiritual and you like law of attraction, there's a method called the 5x55 method, where you write something 55 times, 5 times for 5 days, and as soon as you start doing it, fears start coming out. You're like, oh my god, so maybe you put X, Y, Z is in love with me, or I am going to achieve this, that, or I feel worthy. So much stuff comes out of that. You're like, whoa, I never even knew, because it's disrupting the natural rhythm of your brain. So it's kind of giving it a little bit of a jolt and making you realise what your fears are and what you need to work through. So that's about making a detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind is really nice, because that could be someone that, you know, a loved one that's passed away, which is always really nice. An angel, spirit guide, or just someone in your life that is really looking out for you and you're not aware of it. This is someone that you're not aware of that's watching you, but just know you're being supported either by your spiritual guides or by someone in your life as well. And much to accomplish, of course there is. You know, Nine of Cups is gratitude. Again, the Priestess gives you the idea that knowledge can lead to accomplishment. And the last card you got, which your Angel card, is get more information. Works so well with the Priestess card. Again, I don't pick these cards, so to get these all together is really amazing. Getting more information is really about, you know, sometimes you need more information in order to work through fears, okay? So you might have a fear about something not working out. Why? 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 Always ask yourself why. Sometimes when I'm having an absolute crisis, I say why. And you start working through it. And it's kind of that process that you need in order to kind of get closer to what you want. So in autumn, I think you're going to be accomplishing a lot. You're going to be taking stock of everything that has come towards you. Kind of having a really reflective period, I think. Oops, I'll pour some charms. Okay. Aha, lovely. You've got the little feather, which is always about something being protected. So again, someone watching over you. I definitely think you've got some spirit guides or some angels watching over you and kind of guiding you and putting you on the right path. So I think a lot of you have a lot of faith and trust that everything's going to work out. For some of you, because you've got a little heart here, for some of you, you might actually be experiencing a little bit of a romance or a fling in the next couple of months. And I think you're going to be having a lot of fun. I've got this little cowboy hat. You're going to be experiencing a lot of fun and kind of spontaneity as well. And maybe even travel, because we've got this little nautical charm. You know, you might be travelling, you might be... not always travelling, could just actually be like seeing new horizons, you know, opening your eyes, having a bit of clarity, again with that Priestess card, kind of being knowledgeable and opening yourself up to things that make you explore. Because, you know, travel is exploring, isn't it? So exploration is very vague. Could be exploration of the self as well. You also got a key. So the key to success, I always see things like key is like the key to who you are, key to unlocking yourself. So again, there's an introspective period that you're going to be having in the autumn and the fall. And then you've got the sun. Haha, so weird to have in the autumn, isn't it? But the sun is something so positive and amazing. This is a really, really nice spread for you guys. Not much negativity at all, other than having to work through some fears. So the sun is about everything going well, just success. So something that you may be worried about, again, for linking this to the fears card, you know, not being successful is completely irrelevant. You should not concern yourself. Everything's going to be fine when it comes to that. So success, prosperity, bit of intuition, bit of introspectiveness, working through some fears, and kind of taking stock and gratitude of your life in autumn is going to be coming up. So if this resonates, or, you know, you're looking forward to be able to do that, or you've been wanting to be introspective for a while but haven't had the time, then please comment down below. Also like and subscribe, and yeah, move on to group 2. Thank you very much. Hi group 2, this is your spread. We've got a lot of cups energy here. I just did a cups one for group 1, so that's really nice. But this indicates to me emotion is going to be part of your autumn spread. So again, in group 1 we had a bit of emotion here. We've got Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is kind of interesting because this is actually about, you know, again, things kind of overflowing. So maybe an overflowing of emotions for you because we've got this water energy. This can indicate a new friendship, a new relationship coming towards you. Also sometimes, not always for a lot of you, but can mean pregnancy or childbirth. You know, someone in your life could be having a baby. I'm not saying it's for you as well, because I don't like to predict things like that, but, you know, perhaps children is going to be important to you, or just growing something, you know, cultivating something. This is also about being creative, kind of being open as well. And by open, I mean like just saying yes and not shutting yourself off. So if someone asks you something, instead of thinking, we can't really, just say yes. But yeah. And completely open yourself up, the heart on the sleeve. And this is really in particular for a lot of you, I think, because something's happened in the past couple of months. that you need to open your heart to love in the autumn. I think you need to open yourself up and go through the steps of, again, feeling those emotions, letting them pass, knowing they're just visitors, and kind of working towards the end goal of feeling ready to go back out there in the world, if that makes sense. I think some of you are feeling a bit hermit-like, kind of locking yourself away. And also this is going to be about, this is a time for you to be generous and compassionate with others and to experience others around you that are also compassionate with you. So keeping really strong friendships around you and having a good support system. You then got King of Cups. King of Cups is interesting because sometimes I interpret this differently as other people do. King of Cups is kind of about feeling emotionally balanced, but I always see it as out something that has happened, like, something dead, an ex, or, it's just something that's in the past, grow something amazing. And I say that because in this card, you've got this little skeleton, and then out of that grows this amazing forestry in these mountains. But this is about feeling emotionally balanced. You've got the sun and the moon in this card, but you've also got, again, it works with the Ace of Cups, you've got this feeling creative. You've kind of got this getting better sleep, kind of feeling a bit more adult, feeling a bit more mature about how to tackle the world. You jump out of bed like, I'm ready to tackle the world. But this is actually kind of about, there's a little bit of negativity in your life, again, talking about things in the past, but this is people giving you negativity. So some people in this autumn might be giving you a little bit of negativity, and you're going to rise above it, okay? You're going to be really emotionally mature. You're going to be like, look, miss me with that BS. I ain't a part of that. I don't do that. I don't deal with that. You're going to be given some challenges in the form of negativity, and you're going to rise above it, okay? Because in order to do that, in order to rise above it, you have to kind of utilize everything that you've learned in your life. And that's kind of what, that's why the universe gives us these challenges, to ask and prove that we've done everything we've needed to do. And this could also be about, keeping your emotions in check. So, if you're given an opportunity that is negative, are you going to react in anger? Are you going to react, with logic? Are you going to react, with all of emotion? How are you going to react? And what's the way you think you should react? What have you done in your life that has kind of told you that you need to go down this route and not the route that you normally go down? So, for example, my instinctual approach, even as a spiritual person, is to get angry, because in my past life I was a warrior and I'm fire sign, and I'm very just like, I want to go straight for it. But I very much know that as a spiritual person and as a philosophical person, and also as someone who needs to keep her emotions in check, that when something does happen, I need to be like, okay, let's just evaluate it before I get angry and sort of stoke the fires. So this is kind of, again, about keeping your emotions in check. This could also be, a father figure who's giving you useful advice, or just a man in your life that's going to give you some useful advice in the autumn. So, maybe if you do have a father figure, or, you've got a man in your life that's important to you, could be a partner as well, could be a boyfriend or husband, that gives you some advice and kind of makes you think about things differently. Again, kind of maybe help you keep your emotions in check as well. Maybe says, look, we don't do things like that anymore. Remember, we're trying to be this way about it, okay? You then got to have faith in your dreams. I love this card because this is all about manifestation. This is about manifestations coming towards you, having faith in your dreams, being positive. You might be presented with some negative challenges, but there's positivity in that. There is a really nice opportunity from that, You then got the Star, which works so well. Again, I picked these cards randomly. The Star is literally all about faith. The Star is all about faith. I also see like stars as having a bit of water energy, but also being like an Aquarius type of card, sometimes air and water. And this is a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So again, I think you're going to be presented with some challenges, but there's kind of the end of a difficult situation. Sometimes it's like it's gotta get worse before it gets better, and you're going to be able to deal with that and kind of see those challenges. So having faith, having trust that everything's going to work out this autumn, it's a really nice experience to get. And then finally, you've got you're ready. You're ready, you're ready to take on these challenges. You're ready to work on a project you've always wanted to work on. You're ready to ask that person out. You're ready to do whatever is necessary that you've been thinking of for quite a while. this autumn is going to be really a kick up the arse for a lot of us. I think it's really going to be that time that we start to do things. You know, some of us in some countries, not all, are coming out of lockdown. You know, in the UK, I know we're coming out of lockdown. I know places like LA, though, are not doing so well there. So sometimes for some of us, we're going to have different readings. So obviously just take what resonates here. But a lot of you are ready to kind of go out in the world again and kind of start being motivated and disciplined and working through everything again. So let's pull some charms. Oh my god, this is why I love doing readings. I just got the faith. Faith. Bam! Amazing. Faith, yeah, have faith in your dreams, start, and then getting that faith. So faith is really important for you in autumn. Just keep that. Have hope, you know, take heart. You also got some, you got some initials. These don't always have to be name initials, by the way. These could be company names or like places that you visit. Trying to figure out what that was. You got a Y, an N, and an S. Take what you will from that. Oh, you also got a deer. The deer always means fear. Like, I'm fearing something. So again, you know, the difficult situation might be, you know, clouded by a lot of fears. Having faith, you know, maybe you fear about things. That's why you're being called upon to have faith, because you're afraid that something might not work out. You also got these little, if you can see here, these little mittens. This is all about like cooking with people and having really nice family time. So again, you know, I mentioned about the father figure and King of Cups. Maybe this is the time for you to spend time with your father if you do have a father figure in your life. You know, someone that you can trust and depend on. Again, could just be a man in your life that you want to spend some more time with. And by that I mean like genuine, homely time with each other. You then got the owl. The owl to me is also about wisdom and academia. So this is somebody that, you know, you might be learning a lesson or being kind of teaching a lesson to someone. But this to me, it's more that somebody's going to be teaching you a lesson. And there's kind of an element of academia in this, you know, maybe college or, again, just generally a life lesson, you know, about being able to keep your emotions in check. That's always a really good life lesson to have. This is about wisdom again, and wisdom can come, you know, from a father figure or a man in your life that gives you some advice, again, because I mentioned about them counselling you. And then you got cherry. I love cherry because cherry's like, you know, kind of spontaneity, but, you know, it's just fun. You know, a little bit fun. Could be, you know, I don't want to be too literal about it. Could be, you know, some sensual things in your life, but could also just be things growing, because cherry's a fruit. Every time I get a fruit charm, it's like things bearing fruit and kind of things growing. So again, we've got some things. But I mentioned about fertility in the Ace of Cups, or the Knave of Cups, shall we say, and that's kind of bearing fruit. So if you want to link these two together. And then you've got a seashell. Seashells are really cute, actually. Seashells are, you know, about kind of being free, but also listening to others, you know, listening to advice from others. So I think really in autumn, you're going to be listening a lot. You're going to be getting advice, you're going to be having faith, and working through your emotions a lot. So I hope this makes sense and it resonates. If it does, comment down below and let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Yeah, get a little conversation going with us. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you want any advice from me, feel free to reach out. And yeah, thank you very much. Hi Grade 3, this is your spread. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to start off with saying that the first two groups had a lot of Cups energy, and we've got a Cups card here, so we've got some emotions straight off the bat. We've got 4 of Cups. So what's coming to you in autumn? We've got some emotions coming. 4 of Cups is actually about new possibilities, so new beginnings, kind of. This could be a lot of people giving you opportunities and invitations. So, you know, with Corona, you know, people start giving invitations to go to parties or coming around their house and doing things. So, you know, you could be getting a lot of invitations. But I think that actually you're not going to want to accept them. I think you might be kind of umming and ahhing about it a little bit. So you might be getting, you know, inundated with new invitations and new opportunities, but you're not sure what is good for you, what you should be doing, you know, if it's safe, or if this is something that you even want to do. So this could be an invitation about a job, when you're an opportunity for a job, but you're not sure if you take it or not. You kind of feel like maybe you should because of it going on, but actually you don't really want to. And, you know, with this 4 of Cups, this is some time in the autumn, just like Group 1, to start looking internally. start being a bit more introspective and understanding kind of what it is you really want to do in life. And I think that maybe you've either been bored or you feel like you're going to get bored. You're feeling dissatisfied with things, and you know, everything's a bit blasé at the moment. It's just like, God, I can't be bothered to do anything. And you know, maybe you feel like that's not really going to change, but actually this is saying that there's new opportunities. I think for some of you, you might be feeling very emotionally disconnected. You might be feeling like nothing makes sense anymore, you know, nothing's clicking. Everything seems kind of just all over the shop, you know, everywhere, and you're not really feeling it, you know, everything's a bit disconnected. Yeah, you're just feeling a bit blasé. They've got 8 of Swords, a scary looking card. 8 of Swords is actually, it's kind of scary, but it's not. This is about, again, feeling emotionally disconnected, feeling trapped in a circumstance, but sometimes by your own making. So this is normally about, you know, you believe that your options are limited, okay? So maybe you're being presented with some opportunities, but you feel like the opportunities are limiting you. You feel that you are, you're stuck. It's like, I've got so much choice, but I know I've got no choice. I really feel that right now. And this again is you're being called upon when you get this card to stop the negative thinking this autumn. You know, maybe you've been on a spiral of overthinking. You've been thinking there's no way out. This card is saying there is a way out. There is definitely a way out, but it might be something you haven't explored yet. This might be something that you're not aware of yet. So you haven't explored it, but actually, you know, you might feel, you know, I feel trapped. I'm in this situation. I feel, you know, I don't like to use this word, but some of you might feel victimized. You might be like, why is me? Why does this always happen to me? And, you know, I've felt like that myself lately, so I'm not calling anyone out for that. You know, you might feel victimized, and you're not sure whether you should trust yourself, but really it's saying that you should, okay? There's another way here, and you can trust yourself. And for some of you, this could be, you're not sure whether you should stay or go with love. Maybe there's a situation, you've got a crush or a relationship or an ex. You're not sure what you should do with it, whether you should stay with it, stay with what you think you feel in your heart, or go. You know, it's that logic with the heart, I think, for some of you. And with that comes its own set of choices, you know. You might seem like you haven't got many choices. You've got one, which is to stay, and you've got another, it's to go. There's always more than 2 choices in life. There just is. You know, for a lot of things, if you really sit back and look at it, once you thought you had 1 or 2 choices, now you've got 7 or 8. So with this just saying sit down and kind of take stock of that, it's really just saying, you know, everything's going to be okay for autumn in that respect, but you kind of have to be careful. And I think specifically for this card, because I'm getting that imagery that Halloween is important for you guys to kind of start experiencing those kind of crutches to experience that there is more than one way. And then to kind of build on that, you've got your Moonology card, your commitment is being tested. So I don't pick these cards, you know, for the spread. I pick them at random like I always do with the shuffle, and then I just shuffle them, and then I go ahead and then I do my analysis here on camera. So your commitment is being tested. This is interesting because this works along with 8 of Swords, you know, your options and your commitment. So when I mentioned about, you know, should I stay or should I go, your level of commitment there is being tested, you know. Your level of understanding of emotional intelligence is being tested by the fact that, you know, you see only 1 or 2 options when, like I said, there are 7 or 8. So commitment being tested is really important, and this is about, you know, again, being introspective and taking stock. Try not to go too fast here. 5 of Gabriel. 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. That first sentence, a challenge you can resolve, works in tandem with that 8 of Swords. So again, you might feel like your options are limited, but this is a challenge that you can resolve, okay? You're going to have to take one of the options, because if you don't take an option, you're just stuck where you are forever, aren't you? You know, you have to kind of bite the bullet and go for it, you know? You have to really just, solve the puzzle piece. And I think that, you know, for some of you, travelling or seeing something new will really click for you. Maybe if you go on a family holiday or you go somewhere, just even, you know, somewhere in your own country as well, something will click for you and you'll realise, actually, I know how to resolve this challenge now. I think I know what option to go for. And when it says withdraw from the drama of others, that's withdrawing from, you know, again, this idea of negative thinking from that 8 of Swords, which is such an important card for this spread. Negative thinking. Drama of others, you know, drama can be quite fun, you know, we all like a bit of gossip, but drama's a bit, it's so two-headed, if I want to say that, because at one time it's very entertaining, but two, it's negative, because you're saying, I'm going to say this and that about Sally's bikini, and, you know, not really caring that that's actually another person on the other side of that, and drama also involving you as well, because it's like, well, you know, I'm trying to be an adult here, I'm a grown person, why am I involving myself in drama? So you kind of need to kind of banish that as well. And then have patience with yourself and those around you. Again, you know, kind of don't let the negative thinking and the overthinking push others away from you. Again, I think autumn for you as an image is going to be a puzzle piece in which you're putting the pieces in, being introspective and really looking at things. And then your last angel card is forgiveness. Forgiving oneself as well, you know, just not always forgiving other people, but forgiving yourself as well. You know, like I said, if there is a bit of drama in your life, you know, forgive the people involved in the drama and say, look, you know, do a Shane Dawson and say, I'm not going to involve myself in drama, and, you know, walk away and then hope, you know, that you won't go back into drama. You know, forgiveness of yourself is the most important thing. And, you know, your commitment is being tested to how you treat yourself. You know, do you need to forgive yourself? Do you need to put some steps together? That kind of thing. I hope this is making sense. I'll pull some charms. Okay, we got the feather. So something being divinely protected, so knowing that you are being protected in a situation. So again, you know, you might feel like you don't have any options with something. You do. You really do. This autumn, you got 2 dragons. Fire energy. So for some of you, you know, some of you could be Sagittarius, could have that in their chart. For a lot of you, I think it's going to be, because we've got fire in that 8 of Swords card, for a lot of you, I think this is going to be about things coming to you quickly, but also fire up your arse is what I mean. You know, commitment being tested. Okay, I'm going to get motivated. I'm going to let fire come with them, be passionate, kind of work towards the goals that I want to do. And again, this could be something coming to you quite quickly as well. You then got the key. The key to the heart, to success, to everything. I love the key because it's saying that you have every ability to make changes in autumn. You have every ability to make things happen in the fall. I love autumn because things change. I don't want to say things die because that's very morbid, but you know, things change, you have new beginnings, you're kind of tying up loose ends. I think for you in particular, this group, you are tying up loose ends. You want an anchor. Very interesting. What happens to anchors? They stay in one place, don't they? They stick, they stay, there's a strong foundation, but also what does that mean? You can't make an option. You can't make a decision to save your life. Some of you are Libras. You know, there's a lot of anchoring here. You know, some people feel a little bit stuck. They don't really know what to do. And this is just saying, you know, there is more than one way. You can kind of take the anchor out and sail free. Sail free. Oh, just like the other group, you got a cherry. You know, like I say, literally cherry is quite sensual, but also this is about things bearing fruit, so things growing. So again, this new beginning, knowing things slot into place and kind of just, again, having a bit of fun as well, you know, along the way. I know it sounds like I'm saying, God, my autumn's going to be a bit treacherous, but have a bit of fun along the way, why not, you know? You can kind of get a decision and make an option. And then you got the galaxy, which is kind of things out of this world. So something kind of crazy might happen to you. Maybe something crazy that leads to, you know, making a decision on something, you know. I think for some of you, you might be wanting to buy a house and you might get some really good news about a house. For others, you might get the all clear on something, you know. Maybe some of you have relationship issues and you've decided to patch things up and forgive each other and kind of worked out. There's just an element of things kind of being fit together, puzzle pieces, and working together. So, group 3, that was your reading. I hope you really enjoyed it. If it does resonate with you or you have any comments, please just comment down below. I'd love to chat to you and kind of get a thing going. Also, like and subscribe, and then I'll move into group 4. Okay, bye. Hi group 4, this is your spread. I'd just like to preface now that I did group 3 all about decision, and then I got a decision card here. And I don't pull these cards like set, I just pull them randomly, so it's so funny that probably should have been in group 3, but it's actually in group 4, which means some of you will have decisions to make. So, the first card you've got in your tarot deck is strength. So this autumn, some of you are going to have to muster up some strength to be able to deal with something. Strength is kind of self-explanatory, but can also mean a lot of things. So this is about kind of like jumping over the jaws of the shark and, working through some fears, working through some fears in your life, gaining strength and knowing that you are good enough. This, like I said, it's very vague. It can mean a few things. I always see this as, working on the self, being a strong, emotionally intelligent person, being strong in a situation that you need to. So perhaps something's happened in your life where you're like, God, I don't even know where to muster the strength for this. Kind of saying that, no, you can do it, okay? And strength card is beautiful. I don't get it very often, actually. But it's also a really positive, motivational card, because it's saying you do have the strength to be able to kind of reach out and be the inner warrior, if that makes sense. Be really special and important. Again, some fire energy coming here as well. The strength of a fire sign would be really important. So for some of you, it might be fire signs, or you have that in their chart, or someone who is a fire sign in your life will give you that strength. Okay, kind of give you that opportunity. You also got 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is very interesting, because Pentacles is also about money, and this is about your hard work is going to be paying off. So this is kind of similar to Group 1, but this is about, you need to be patient, value your time, be patient with the fact that things will come to you, but you kind of have to just wait. So, you will have some prosperity with money, you will have some projects coming towards you, things that you wanted, success coming towards you. But also kind of taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Things might seem scatty when you look at them close up. When you look at the bigger picture, you might be like, okay, I understand this now, I get it. And this is about celebrating what you've created, okay? So your hard work is paying off. Celebrate in autumn all the things that you have done that are amazing. Don't be modest. Take stock of everything you've done. And for some of you, you might be taking a long-term view of the future. You might be deciding, okay, I'm going to put this money in this and that. I've got these equity in these assets. I'm going to put this money into this house. I'm going to buy this car. I'm going to plan for children. I'm going to plan for marriage, whatever, or plan for college, whatever it is, you are going to be taking stock of your future. And also, because we have this hard work paying off and these kind of looking at the bigger picture, for some of you, you might have to kind of tone down your expectations a little bit for autumn. You might be asking for absolutely the world of miracles, and of course we should ask for miracles, why not? But for some of you, your expectations need to be lowered a little bit, and I think for some of you, you expect that a lot of money might come in, and it might come in, but it won't be the kind of amount that you think. So maybe just being a bit more realistic. So for some of you, I always say, believe what you want to believe, believe as great as you can, but be a little bit realistic, because, high expectations often lead to disappointment, which then lowers our vibration. So we need to kind of be realistic with that. You then got a time to give rather than take. Virgo, earth energy. Earth is very stable and secure, often linked to money. So 7 of Pentacles, again, the earth energy. Time to give rather than to take is, to be compassionate to others, is sort of, when you see someone struggling, help them out. This might be actually, because your hard work's pay off, giving a little bit of your equity to somebody else. Somebody might need some help, a friend might ask for some help and you give it to them, but also just a time to give to yourself as well, to be introspective, to look inwards and give yourself the time, space and kindness that you deserve. Okay, I mentioned that we have the decision card here as well. So some of you might be making a decision. It says, release yourself from that which holds you back and need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. It's really interesting about the time to give rather than to take. Some of us, just take from ourselves, and we don't really believe that we're good enough. We have these self-limiting beliefs. And this idea that, to give ourselves the gift of confidence, to give ourselves the gift of self-love and self-care. And need to detox. So for some of you, getting rid of things that shouldn't be there. For quite a lot of you, you might be feeling trapped, in a situation, and you want to free yourself. You feel like a bird in a gilded cage. For some of you as well, not all of you, but for some of you, birds are going to be interesting, because birds are going to signify freedom to you, but also in love. For some of you in autumn, that you've got a soulmate coming closer towards you. Birds are interesting because they're important in this spread in particular. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Yeah, so Again, self-limiting beliefs, but what holds us back is often that we don't feel we've got the strength to move forward, but we have got the card that tells us that we have got strength. So we have got the tools and abilities to move forward. And then, you know, moving on nicely with that, with the soulmate card I mentioned about birds, we've got a unicorn and a rainbow, which also says to me soulmates. But you've got take action. Take action, okay? So you are the one that's able to make the decision and take action. You know, your hard work is going to pay off. So I think with a lot of you, you know, feeling motivated, you know, you haven't maybe felt that way, but in autumn you're going to feel motivated. You're going to feel much more disciplined and kind of a bit more abundant with things as well. So let's pull some charms. You've got faith and wander. Wander is kind of like, you know, wandering around, like going traveling, maybe just exploring, but also just wandering the mind as well, if we're going to get, you know, quite simple with it. Faith, have faith that things will work out, you know, make a decision, take action, everything's going to be fine. Hard work paying off, okay, have faith that that's going to work out. Again, to kind of work on with that wander, we've got these little binoculars. You know, seeing things, kind of wandering, travelling, and kind of getting expression. You've got 2 cocktails. I love the cocktails because I always see this as like self-care, you know, looking after each other, having a metaphorical cocktail on the beach, and kind of just, you know, relaxing. So I think a lot of you are going, time to give rather than take, you know, have some time to give yourself some self-care and just relax. You've got an owl. Owls are always about academia and wisdom to me. So for some of you might be learning a lesson, teaching a lesson. For some of you, you know, just being taught something that's very important. You know, again, kind of exploring the self, learning what is holding you back is really important. And then we've also got an elephant. An elephant is all about wisdom. Kind of a very intelligent creature as well. So, you know, intelligence and wisdom are going to be part of your autumn as well. Again, maybe through the learning a lesson or just through, you know, finding out what's holding you back and getting the strength to go through. So if that did resonate with you, please put a comment down below, get a story going. We'd love for us all to, you know, chat about it. If you liked it, please like, and if you do like the channel, please subscribe. I will be posting 3 times a week, different tarot readings and also advice on law of attraction and other spiritual and philosophical topics. Yeah, if you did like it, please do all of that, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic autumn, everybody who watched this.